Hello everyone. So in this particular video, we'll try to solve another problem which is on the air conditioning processes. So just the problem length is a little bit bigger, but it is very easy. We shall try to understand this properly. So in the summer air conditioning system, okay, for heat humid weather. So he has designed a summer air conditioning system for what? Hot and humid weather. That means the phi value is also greater. Even the dBT is also greater when compared to the indoor condition. So you need to reduce both the values so that the comfort temperature or comfort atmosphere is obtained. So what was that outdoor condition he has given here, which is dBT of 32 Celsius and RH value is 70%. So atmospheric air is passed over the cooling coil initially, where the air is cooled and dehumidified. So cooling and dehumidification process. So if you try to plot on the psychrometric chart, it would be of something like in this coordinate. Okay, the air leaving the cooling coil is saturated at the coil temperature. So this particular line is very, very important. Okay, the air leaving the cooling coil is saturated at coil temperature. How it is important, I will be explaining this particular thing while I am plotting the psychrometric chart. So please be aware of this sentence. The air leaving the cooling coil is saturated at coil temperature. Okay, it is then sensibly heated to a required comfort. So initial process was sensible cooling and dehumidification, and the second process is heating. So this is how randomly it looks on a psychrometric chart. Okay, the comfort condition he has given the 24 degrees Celsius and 50% RH. Now, passing through an electric heating coil delivered to the room. Now, what you are supposed to do, sketch the flow diagram on the arrangement. So you have to draw the flow diagram for this particular thing. And process undergone skeleton. We have to plot the process on a skeleton psychrometric chart. I told you a skeleton psychrometric chart is that particular chart where it is not having any sort of grid lines, any sort of values in it, just a skeleton of a psychrometric chart. Determine the temperature of the cooling coil, okay, amount of moisture removed in the cooling coil, and heat removed and heat added in the heating coil. So all these parameters you have to calculate. Okay. Now, so this is how it looks. This is the flow diagram which was asked for. Okay, so this is the flow diagram. So air just enters through air dampers, it gets filtered in the air filter, then it goes for the cooling and the dehumidification process. The dehumidified, that means condensate liquid is being taken back here. Okay, the temperature is reduced here. Again, it is applied to a heating coil. So this is how it looks on the psychrometric chart. Now, this is the state 1. How will you be plotting? You will be plotting, first you will be noting down what is dBT, which is 32 degrees Celsius. You will going further, you will try to plot what is phi value and locate this point. Similarly, the comfort conditions also. The 24 degrees Celsius dBT, you will be going up. Again, you will be plotting the curve of 5.3 and you will be plotting this point. Now, he has used the one particular sentence, the air leaving the cooling coil is saturated at the coil temperature. That means, so your process, just a minute, your process from 1 to 2, which is cooling and dehumidification, takes place until the saturated point is being reached. So that is what he meant. So in order to plot the state 2, you have to extend it up to the saturated curve. Okay, we shall start plotting this on the psychrometric chart now. Okay, so this is your psychrometric chart. So first thing is state 1. First here, that is a 32 degrees Celsius. Okay, so here is your 32, correct? So 32 degrees Celsius, just draw a line for your reference like this. So this is a 32 degrees Celsius line I have drawn. Next is, what is the phi value of it? Of the outdoor condition, phi value is 70%. So check for the 70% curve where it is. So here is the 70% curve, guys. Okay, got it? So join these two curves. Okay, join these two curves to mark your state 1. So you have marked your state 1 here. Now, comfort condition state 2. I will be marking now, just changing the ink color. Okay. For the comfort condition, what he has given, 24 degrees Celsius is your dBT. 24, in the sense this particular thing. Here is your 24 value. So I will be just drawing a reference line on the 24 degrees Celsius like this here. Okay. Now, what is the phi value? Phi value is 50%. So where is 50%? Here is your 50%. So 50% cuts this particular line at this particular point. So this is your state 2. So this is your initial state. This is your final state. So how will you be getting for the initial state to final state? In two different processes, right? So in two different processes you are going to do it. So first initial process is cooling and dehumidification. In cooling and dehumidification, it takes place up till the point till it reaches the saturated curve, correct? So this is very important, guys. So just draw a horizontal line here, okay, from state 2, okay, like this. I am just extending a horizontal line, okay. So it cuts the saturated point here, saturated line here. So this is your saturated line. The whole thing is a saturated line. Now what you do, you have to join these two things. Okay. So now I am joining these two things now. Okay. Now, so this is your state 3. Okay. This is your state 1 and this is your state 2. Okay. So I'm just renaming these things. Okay. So this I will mark it as state 2 and the final would be marked it as state 3. So the two process 1 to 2 and 2 to 3 has been plotted. Now, what are the things to find out? So you need to find out what is enthalpy at state 1. Enthalpy at state 1, just extend as I am extending now, okay, to meet this particular curve. So this one is your H1 value. Now we require omega 1. So what I have to do? We have to extend horizontally till it meets this particular axis as I am doing now. So this particular value would be your omega 1. Similarly, okay, if you want enthalpy at state 2, so what you have to do? You have to extend this. You have to extend this like this. So this particular value is your H2. If you want H3, so extend this along the isoenthalpic lines like this. As I am doing now, I am extending it. So this particular value would be your H3. So omega 2 is equal to omega 3 since it is a horizontal line. So extend it. So this particular value would be your omega 2, which is also equal to omega 3. So all these temperatures, all these enthalpies and omega values will be getting from the psychometric chart, which I have just listed here. So H1 would be 87, H2 would be 37, H3 would be 49, and omega 1 would be 0.025, omega 2 equal to omega 3 would be 0.0094. Now he has asked in the question to calculate the saturation temperature of the coil. How do you find out the saturation temperature of the coil? So this is the point of the state 2 which ends at the saturation limit. So just extend this particular point. Just extend this particular point till it meets the temperature curve. Okay, till it meets the DBT line. So here it cuts the DBT line. So here the value of temperature would be 13 degrees Celsius, correct? So the same thing is the saturation temperature of the cooling coil, which is 13 degrees Celsius. This is how you will be calculating the 13 degrees Celsius. And what are the remaining things? You can be calculated very easily. Saturation temperature of the cooling coil directly from the chart I have calculated. No issue with it. Amount of moisture removed in the cooling coil is given by omega minus omega 2. See, here you are not multiplying it with the mass flow rate. That's why whatever you get the values, it will be per kg of dry air. All the values, whatever you get, it would be in per kg of dry air. So amount of moisture removed is being calculated as omega minus omega 2. Heat removed in the cooling coil is calculated as H1 minus H2. Okay, if you getting confused what is H1, H2, you can go for the psychometric chart. So this is the cooling coil, right? So from this to this, the cooling and dehumidification process takes place. Okay, dehumidification process takes place. If that means if you want to calculate the amount of water vapor removed, if you want to calculate the amount of heat extracted, you have to subtract this with this, correct? So if you want to calculate amount of heat added, then you have to go for the heating process, which is 2 to 3. That means H3 minus H2. That is how you are calculating the things. So cooling coil is this much, and amount of heat coil, which I have just stated, is calculated as H3 minus H2. So 12 kg per kg of dry air, since the mass flow rate of this thing is not given. So the problems in psychometric charts are very easy. The thing is, you have to understand very well and plot it correctly on the psychometric chart. If you get the state points right, then the problem can be solved within a fraction of seconds using a psychometric chart. So try this particular problem, okay, which says the outdoor conditions is 14 degrees Celsius and 10 degrees Celsius WBT. So if the WBT is given, how to plot it on the psychometric chart, we'll be getting it in the next video, which is problems on psychometric charts part 3. In that particular video, you'll be getting how to solve when the DBT and WBT both are given, but 5 is not given. I mean to say, how to plot this particular condition on the psychometric chart if 5 is not given. We will be solving in the next problem. Okay, required conditions are so and so. So it is very similar to this particular problem, except this aspect. Just try this and let me know if you have any doubts. Okay, thank you.